What's up, y'all? I wanted to talk to you today about a topic that I think everybody should keep in mind, especially first time cruisers. It doesn't matter if you're going on Carnival. Um, why am I holding a pen? Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian. It doesn't matter, Virgin, whatever, right? How do you pay for things on a cruise ship? And, credit card, debit card, cash, what's the best option? Well, I'm going to give you my opinion on this subject. All right, let's talk about it.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Sunset fading, leaves are changing. Ooh, yeah. Summer's gone, but we're still dancing. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Sweater weather, chill together. Pumpkin spice on every corner. Ooh, yeah. Bonfire nights, starry lights. Hey, hey. Crunching leaves.
Here is what I feel is your best option, especially if you're kind of on a budget. Um, you want to be careful. You want to keep an eye. Okay, it's use cash. Now you're going to say, Waylon, well, you can't pay for things with cash on a cruise ship, and you would be correct. But what you do when you check into your cruise is you're going to set up an account. I know with Carnival, you set it up in your online process of booking and then checking in and things like that. There's going to be a point where you're going to say, hey, I want to set up my account. Do I want to use a credit card, debit card? And there's an option for cash. So you can set up what's called a cash account. What'll happen is when you get to the port, you're going to do your check-in there. I know they've changed a little bit to where you don't. It used to be back in the day when I first started cruising, you would actually give them whatever cash amount you want to put in your account at the desk right there when you're checking in. Nowadays, you just do it on the ship. So you'll get on the ship. There's either going to be you can go to a kiosk. I'm talking about Carnival Cruise Lines. You'll go to a kiosk, or you can go to the guest services. Hey, I want to put $300 on my account for spending. You'll go to the kiosk, set that up real quick. It's just like an ATM. You put your money in, bam, it'll show your money on your account. Hey, I just put in $300. It'll give you a receipt saying this is the amount you have in your Sail and Sign spending account. The card you get to open your room is the same card you're going to use to pay for everything on the ship, pay for your drinks, pay for your purchases, everything, right? When you actually use that card to pay for things, it'll be deducted from that cash. So if I start out with $300 and today I spent $100, well, of course, at the end of the day, I'm going to have $200 left. You can also go to the customer service desk. The same thing, you're just doing it in person. You're giving them that $300, right? You're giving it to them and they're inputting it into your account, and boom, it's going to post and you'll be able to see it. And you just slowly go down from there. So once you get to the end of that, hey, I'm at the bar trying to get a drink and I've only got like, I don't know, $3 left in the account and the drink's like $8. They're going to tell you, sorry, sir, you have to go put more cash in to get a drink. It won't let you purchase anything. So I find that the best way to do anything, because when you do a credit card, a debit card especially, I hate to see people do this. Do not use a debit card if you're going on a cruise on your Sail and Sign account. Don't. If at all, do the credit card, but do not use the debit card, because what happens is they put a hold on it. For one, even the credit cards, they put a hold on it, so it might be $200 per day. I don't. So, but on top of the hold, they charge whatever you're doing. They charge, and so it's kind of like a double thing, right? It sucks. I found this out my first cruise the hard way. When I was like, "Whoa, I have more money. I have like $1,000 card, and it's saying 2,000." And it was like, oh, it's because there's holds and there's also charges. Then the holds will release, 3, 4, 5 days later, while you're still getting charged. You got to be careful with this, especially with debit cards. Be very careful with your debit cards, because you only got to, if you're using a debit card, that's the money inside your bank. You've only got a certain amount of money to use, so you gotta be careful with that. You gotta keep that in mind. There's gonna be a hold, then there's gonna be charges. The hold's gonna come back after a few days, but how much money's left, whatnot. So I would put debit cards as the very last source of payment on a cruise. I would say cash number one, because you can watch it and you can put in how much you want. Okay. Um, If you put in too much and you want to get it back, there's a couple ways you can do that. I don't remember if you can pull it out at the kiosk. I don't think so. I don't remember that part. I know you can. They'll, at the end of the cruise, I think they'll send you a check back at later, like weeks later. But what you do is you go to the casino, spend a couple dollars, cash out at the cage. You can cash all your money out. That's one way of doing it. So, but just watch how much you put in, because believe me, I would only put in a little bit at a time, because you can always go back to the kiosk, put in more, put in more, put in more. So I wouldn't put in a large amount, put in a little bit at a time. And if you're with multiple people, you can separate the accounts. You can have, if you have 4 people, you can have 4 different accounts, all using the same card, all using their sail and sign card, but you can assign 4 different accounts because each one has a different number on them. Each room card, your sail and sign card will have a different like portfolio number, thing like that. Not portfolio number, but have a different assignment. So you can set up 4 different accounts if you have 4 people. Or if you have like a husband and wife and 2 kids, husband and wife can have one account. Each kid can have their own account, so you can put a certain amount of money in each kid's spending, so you can limit it. And I would suggest just watching. Don't put like $1,000 in at one time. Put a couple hundred in. If you're on a 7-day cruise, it takes a few seconds to go. I should say a few minutes to go to the kiosk or to customer service desk and put some money on it each day. So I would just watch it. Don't put a whole lot on it. Put a little bit and just go from there. And you can watch it. You can look at everything on your phone with the Carnival Hub app. I don't know if Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, and all those other ones have the same kind of app. I haven't been on those cruise ships yet. Stay tuned. I am looking at booking a Royal Caribbean cruise probably within the next 2 weeks. So that'll be coming out soon. But I know they all do cash accounts. So you can definitely go from there. And that is what I recommend, a cash account. Number 2 would be credit card. And the very last method would be debit card, just because you can lose track of everything. And with the hold and the spending, it can get out of hand. And if you're a first-time cruiser, believe me, you're going to spend money. You go in with the intentions of, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get the free stuff, what's included, and walk around, and you end up spending money. Okay. Now that I've been on many cruises throughout my life, I don't spend as much. Well, I shouldn't say that because I gamble. But on the trinkets, the souvenirs, I really don't spend that much. I'm not a drinker anymore, so I really don't drink. So my money's spent on casino, gambling, little things here and there. But now if you're a good budgeter, hey, more power to you. So that's my advice on doing a cash account, credit card, or debit card. Cash is king, baby. Cash is king.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Sunset fading, leaves are changing. Ooh, yeah. Summer's gone, but we're still dancing. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Sweater weather, chill together. Pumpkin spice on every corner.